Today we're covering the gold M16 guide, everything you know to fast and efficiently unlock it, as well as if you're struggling with the weapon, there will be tips and tricks in here for you so you can progress to that gold camo and eventually get the DM Ultra. By the way, in the description is my Discord link, as well as the full Dark Matter and Dark Ether camo playlists where all the other camo guides are for your convenience. This guide will be split up into a couple different parts. We have the camo challenges and the easiest ways to complete them, followed by the best attachments for the M16, how to level it up fast, and the best game modes and maps to unlock camos. Everything is timestamped and put into chapters, so that should be easy to navigate for you. Starting off, we're going to go into the camo challenges. Unlocked at weapon level 0 is spray. This requires you to get 300 eliminations. Super easy. You will complete this as you progress through your weapon levels and your other weapon camos. Unlocked at weapon level 5 is stripes. This requires you to get 100 headshots. Headshots with the M16 are very easy in core and hardcore. Hardcore is one-shot headshots, and then core is going to be one burst headshots. So depending on how close you are to the enemy, headshots will be super easy. Of course, you're going to want to aim higher and aim for the head for headshots, and you will complete this challenge. Unlocked at weapon level 10 is classic. This requires you to get 20 bloodthirsty medals, which is 5 kills in a single life, and it does stack as long as all the kills are from the M16, not including score streaks or equipment or anything like that. If every kill is from the M16, every 5 kills you get in a single life will stack. So if you get 10 kills in a single life, it'll count for 2, 15 for 3, so on and so forth. The best game mode to do this is going to be either in hardcore domination or combined arms assault. Super easy, predictable spawns, and the M16 does do really well at long range. The only map that I actually found that the M16 can struggle in is Armada, and that's shooting from boat to boat. But if the enemies are on the same boat, you should be fine. Unlocked at weapon level 20 is geometric, and this requires you to get 50 long shots. Since the M16 is a burst rifle, long shots can be pretty difficult, so I recommend playing on maps like Satellite and Raid. Specifically in the game mode hardcore domination, one shot kills at long range, run a barrel that increases your damage or bullet velocity or your range, and you should get long shots extremely easy. The gameplay you're going to be seeing in the background is going to be me getting long shots on Satellite, and if you have the right attachments, which we'll cover later, you will be getting like 20 to 30 long shots a game, if not more. Unlocked at level 30 is Flora, and this requires you to get 75 kills while enemies are affected by your score streaks, field upgrades, or your tactical equipment. This challenge is the easiest to complete if you run the UAV and harp as your score streaks. Just through regular camo progression while you're working on different challenges, every kill you get while a UAV or your harp is active, you will get kills. Also run the field mic very frequently, because anyone affected by your field mic, or your jammer to be in fact, will count towards this challenge. Run stun grenades and flash grenades if you are struggling, and then when enemies are affected by your stuns or flashes, kill them. The easiest way to do this is to go to Nuketown with your stun grenades and field mic. Hide your field mic somewhere in the enemy's spawn house location in domination, because that's where the spawns are most predictable, and every enemy that comes out of their spawn, if you kill them within the radius, will count towards this challenge. And at the same time, if you are running UAVs and stuns, you will complete this challenge even faster. However, I highly only recommend playing Nuketown 24/7, either in the core or hardcore while doing this challenge, because the M16 shines in hardcore domination and in the new ground war assault game modes. Unlocked at weapon level 40 is science, and this requires you to kill 50 enemies while they are hiding behind cover. This means the enemies are head glitching or just using a ledge to protect most of their body. Enemies in windows also does count. This challenge, you really just have to kill campers or people hiding behind cover. What you can do is on Satellite, if they are hiding behind the sand dunes and only their head is sticking out, every kill you get should count towards this challenge. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It really just depends on where the enemy player is standing. But I found that Satellite is really good for this challenge, as well as Moscow by the B flag, Garrison anywhere within the main building, or Raid by the pool side. Anyone in windows or behind cover will count, and these maps and areas have tons of enemies all the time throughout the entire game that will be using head glitches and the cover available just to camp and hold power positions. Super easy to do once you get the hang of the challenge. The last camo category is unlocked at weapon level 50, and this is Psychedelic. This requires you to get 25 double kills or better, so if you get a triple kill or a quad kill, these will all count. Basically 2 or more enemies killed within quick succession of another. Super easy to do if you're playing hardcore domination or combined arms assault on Crossroads or Armada. I usually end up finishing the double kills challenge first if my weapon level is max levels. If you are having trouble with this challenge for some reason, just hang around B flags or by the objective in assault, or even hardpoint, and double kills should come naturally. Going into the attachments now, I run these same attachments for the M16 except for the barrel. And the barrel can switch between two versions depending on what playstyle I'm using. If I'm using more of a rush first, ask questions later playstyle, I'll run the 16.3 titanium barrel. This just increases your fire rate and will make the M16 stronger at close range just because your fire rate will be increased. However, you do lose effective damage range, so don't use this barrel if you're going for long shots. If you're specifically going for the long shot challenge or playing on bigger maps or on the assault game mode, I highly recommend running the 20.5 inch task force barrel. This will increase your damage, your effective damage range, and your bullet velocity, so you'll be a bigger threat at longer ranges, even outclassing snipers in some situations. The only thing that this affects is your vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control, but because the M16 is a burst rifle, it is super easy to manage and maintain. The next attachment I run is the Salvo 54 round fast mag. I just like having more ammo in my clip and like having a fast mag so I'm not caught with my pants down while reloading. Just personal preference. Keep in mind that subjective opinions are heavy at play here. For my handle, I run the airborne elastic wrap. This just increases some of that ADS time that I lost because of the barrel attachment earlier on, and it just kind of mitigates that and balances it back out just to the kind of standard stats that the M16 is based off of. For my barrel, I run the sound suppressor. I just like this because I like staying off the radar while shooting if the enemy has a UAV up, or just staying off the minimap in general. And I also like making as little noise possible while pushing the enemy spawns, just because I like to spawn trap and the enemies won't know where I am right away, opposed to if I had a unsuppressed M16. And the last attachments I run is between three optics. If I'm going for a long range game, I'll run the axial arms 3x scope. If I'm using smoke grenades on Nuketown to help complete my challenges, I will use the AN PVS 4 thermal scope just so I can see enemies through smoke. And if I'm playing more of a rush play style with that barrel that increases your fire rate, I'll run the millstop reflex sight just because I don't really need a 3x sight, especially in those close range situations. The best way to level up the M16 is going to be playing your favorite game mode where you excel the most. If it is a double XP weekend, I highly recommend playing zombies because you can, in 45 minutes with 3 of your friends, get any weapon to max level in 45 minutes. Pretty straightforward there. The best game modes to play is going to be hardcore domination. As I said, for long shots, you're going to want to play big maps like Satellite and Raid. If you are going for Bloodthirstys, play Assault. And if you don't like hardcore, core domination, hardpoint, or even the combined arms mosh pit playlists are going to be where you're going to want to be at. I highly recommend staying away from Nuketown as much as possible, just because the M16 can get outclassed very easily by assault rifle and basically any fully auto weapon. I hope this guide did help you. Leave a like if you did enjoy, dislike if you didn't, subscribe for more videos in the future, and if there is one, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.